He finally feels okay. Don't even show his face. I feel so bad. And then this, yeah, what you doing? I'll show you. I'll wipe this screen off. I'll show and tell, but don't do anything. Just show things, talk. Don't do it. I'll wipe the screen off. What am I doing here? Caffeine. I've been suffering all day, doing God's work in my heart and in my thoughts. Thinking about should I move and that, and writing to my mom and dad and saying, how are we gonna sell the house? Are you gonna buy it? And stuff like that. So if you want to hear, I'll just I'll film this random scenery. Red, chill. Oh no, red-eyed fruit fly bug. No. Okay. This is Steve Harvey. I'm in John. Oh, that sounded like Bill Cosby. No. I'm the furthest from Bill Cosby for the kind of stuff he did that he got in trouble for. Maybe he'll go on tour again once they realize, well, maybe he'll never go on tour again. Because he raped a woman or women, and then he literally had to go to prison. But he had to literally go to prison and almost be like unable to walk from how much it stressed him. Look what it did to Harvey Weinstein. He uses a walker. He is still in prison. Look what they did to Ron Jeremy for doing that stuff. I don't do any of it. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I might meet a new girlfriend because I think Danica's not going to be with me. And I might get married if somebody wants to be my girlfriend who's in love with me. Who wants to be in love with me and wants to marry me? Unless, I don't know what God has planned for me. Steve Harvey. I'm going to look on the computer and see if anyone's chatting. No. I'm not going to look. That would make me feel awkward. I'm going to pretend like I don't know. And I might see what you say in the chat, and then I might. Frederick. Oh, yes. This is a Steve. But it ended up sounding like Bill Cosby instead of Steve Harvey. But this is Steve Harvey. John, what? Now, it keeps coming out like Bill Cosby. John, will you get the Jello pudding pops here? This is Bill Cosby. I just have Steve Harvey locked into a cellar door down here. I took him in as my sex slave. I look like a turtle, and I don't care because I'm so old, and I'm 82, and it's Bill Cosby, everybody. You think I'm going to get on stage after what I've been through and all that stuff with the raping of women, all that? No, that Bill Cosby don't want Steve Harvey locked up like a sex slave. He's insane now. See, Bill Cosby went insane. But John Birmingham's good. I'm not insane. I don't know why I'd have to say that. It looks like I'm really strong in that picture, like a really big man, but strong too. In the picture of this video. I don't know what my face looks like. Okay, but it's not as good as it looked yesterday. And I got lighter too. I must weigh like 215 pounds. I was like 240 something, but I lift weights. I lift weights. I have like 70 pounds of muscle, or 80 pounds, or 60 pounds of muscle that I gained from my skinniest weight, which was like 135. Because I was really skinny. I was bedridden. I just kept editing and editing. Oh, pretty much every minute of the day, I was determined. It wasn't like I just did what I felt like. I thought I had to edit my short film and make a masterpiece. I thought I used to call them a masterpiece. I made a masterpiece. I didn't know what else to call it. So I call it a masterpiece. If I made like a really good film or something, I'd like work on it really hard, really a bunch. I worked on it way more than the other kids. Like when I was in film school, when I was like 20 or something like that, or 21, and or 19, 20. I think I was 21, and it was in film school, and the other kids, they edited and made these cool movies and stuff, but I just like kept working at it and did so much editing that like I kept working at it till I tried to make it perfect or something, or as good as possible. I thought it had to be really good, so I didn't sleep all night. The other kids like went home, and I didn't spend that much time editing, but at the very last day of it, I worked really hard at it, and I stayed awake all night, and I kept editing and editing, and then the next day was there, and then the class started at 10 a.m. or something like that, and they were like, okay, everyone was having a good time, and they're having the end of the year, not the end of the year screenings, but for that class. And then just for that class, we were like screening our movies we edited, and like everyone was happy and good, and I was like, yeah, and I had been awake all night editing so relentlessly until I got them to play it in the projector, and this kid Monty, who was like good looking and blonde, but he wouldn't talk very much. He was like almost like the nerds, but he was like really good looking and strong, like a jock. And it was kind of like a little bit mean to the other kids and stuff, Monty. And he made a big movie now. He made a big movie, this like Alan Beale actor. I can show you who he is. But like, instead of me being his editing partner, he chose this like nerdy guy that he felt more comfortable and cool around. He kind of bossed him around and stuff. And the other guy was skinny and nerdy. He was like strong and had blonde hair. He was stronger than me back then. Like I didn't lift weights back then. I don't know if I even did push-ups. I might have done push-ups at that time. Sometimes I would lift weights, sometimes I didn't, but I didn't really do it in film school. And then I barely made it in the class, and he sat next to me, and he was like looking at me, and I thought I looked like so weird and ugly that I never thought of anything like that before, but not that bad. I just, because I had been awake all night, like I thought there's some like weird zit that looked like who knows what in my thoughts, but it didn't really look that bad. And he was like, oh, looking at me and stuff, and like, and it just, and I'd been awake all night, and then like the other kids were just normal, and they got to like, just enjoy the screen, but it was like almost ecstatic when when I finally watched the TV, when I finally watched my movie screen, it was like really good. I got to watch the movie screen. Hi. Hey. There are these painters who painted my house. I don't know if they have to come back or not. They pretty much finished the job that they're doing. But that's not been the thing. It's been like selling the house or whatever. But I don't know. That's been exhaustive. I did that yesterday until late at night, from way early in the morning yesterday. It was probably about 14 hours trying to get the house sold. And then today, I was still worked up from it, and not even in a good fun way. And it was just, but then, so today sucked. It was like my mind was racing. There's so much anxiety. I was almost going to kill myself, and was really depressed. And then about 40 minutes ago, I got really happy, or an hour or two. Well, 40 minutes ago, I got really happy, and I was able to make this video. So that's pretty much how it's felt. But what was I gonna do on here? Why is it something about a fly? Oh, I must have acted mean like a fly one time, like a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago or something. What is that? Oh shit! Oh no, no! What did I? Oh no! I'm gonna turn the camera away unless I have to delete this whole video if it shows it. Let's see what it is. Oh, some crazy thing. Some crazy thing. A nudie video. A nudie video. Big. Wow, that is so weird. It looks like I'm like really strong, like this weirdest person. I don't know, but oh, that's nice. And then I gave up on trying to be with Danica because I felt like she tormented me all day long, and she still wouldn't really talk to me. She emailed me this, and then uh uh I was really depressed. I said, "Well, I'm gonna die because you wouldn't write me back." And I wrote her something. She said, "Stop. Rowan just got his hand surgery just now." Oh, I had been so stressed out. I didn't know why, and she didn't tell me today was his hand surgery. I've talked to her every day, but she hasn't. This is the first time she wrote In 2 weeks. She wasn't talking to me for 2 weeks. She finally wrote and said he just got his hand surgery done. Why didn't she tell me? I don't know. I said, I hope to God he recovers and his hand is strong again. That was all I was able to say. I don't know why. Her dad was probably pissed because I acted like because we lift weights, like me and my sons Rowan and Ivan lift weights, and that Jake Paul thing, like before that was after he hurt his hand. He hurt his hand before that, but he punched a wall and he didn't know what was inside it because he's just a kid and he didn't know there's drywall inside it. And like my dad wants him to like work at like that kind of work, and he hasn't been doing it because she wouldn't let me be there with him. And so then Rowan like got angry at something and he couldn't take it anymore because like that without me we couldn't get to go fun places together and stuff. So he tried to punch a hole in a wall, and instead of going through the wall, it hit like the this is what I think happened. It hit the 2x4. He punched right into the strong 2x4 and it like broke his hand or something. So he had to get surgery on it. And I did the same thing when I was about his age, 16 or 17. And so then he had the same thing happen to his hand. And it's been really weird that without me there for him, because it was really hard. It was really hard for me to get there for him because I don't want him to suffer with any of the problems that I had. I'd like him to feel way better and not have to suffer at all through his entire life. And that's how it was when he was when she was there when she was here in Roanoke when she was in Roanoke and I was there for them and I was there for all three of the kids of our children, Rowan, Iron, and Ale, and then she took them to there and she took them out of videos. They were really famous when we were in Roanoke together. I believed in them to be really famous, and all these little girls had a crush on Rowan. Maybe thousands of them had a crush, or at least hundreds. I don't know. At least hundreds had a crush on him. And you'd look up, like, it used to be, you could look up, well, not on, they didn't show up as famous on Google, but you could just look up you could look up Rowan, and he'd be all the top search results, just his first name, even with no search history, like on anyone's computer, he'd be the top search results. Now these, I don't even know who these are, and he was before Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. He was before like anyone named, well, not before anyone, not any of that. But here's a video of his. It's right near the top. But he used to be number one. Like all the top videos were about Rowan, my son. This one showed up here. I don't know why. Of Rowan and Ivan that Danica made. It has 20,000 views. This random stuff. I don't know what it is. Really weird. Oh, this is for you. This doesn't show up on other people's whatever it is. Now I don't know why the shorts look different. I don't know. Somebody wrote me they're delivering groceries here. They're delivering groceries. I'd like to actually like have somebody who likes me to go out with me, wants to get married or something like that. I don't know. It's just somebody, but I was like suffering all day today. It didn't feel that good, and then now all of a sudden I feel okay. But I lost weight at least because I wasn't eating any food, but my face doesn't look as good as it did yesterday because it was so difficult. And yesterday I went crazy and did that stuff and threw the oatmeal because of all I was going through trying to sell this. I don't know what it was. It was really weird. And I didn't have any caffeine all day. Hi. I didn't have any caffeine all day. Hi. And so my legs are stronger, I think. Or they just have more definition. I don't know. Not really. Yeah, they do. I don't know. And so I got like Well, I actually have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna go. Wait. I have to. I'll be right back. I'm gonna weigh myself and see if I think I'm the lightest I've been in two and a half years. I think I'm down to like 214 or I think I'm down to like I don't know, no. I think I'm down to like 214 or 215. I don't know. But Steve Harvey. Let me tell you about. He keeps sounding like every time today I've tried to do the voice of Steve Harvey, and it sounded like Bill Cosby. I don't know why. For looking at internet women on the internet one time. Fly. Come on, go out there, you fly. Yo, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'll weigh myself before I use the bathroom. Just turn this off or whatever. This is me like later in the day. 218. I was like 242 or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Praise God, praise Jesus. Praise God, praise Jesus. It's a miracle I'm okay again. I didn't die. Oh, these weird ass flies. I put them out there and then they try to come back in. So I'm just gonna close them. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. It smells like the YMCA in here. It smells like the YMCA because it's really weird. I just put bleach in that trash can to clean that trash can, and then it got on the floor, and this like something else, this like cleaner, something about bleach, and I wiped it up, and it smells like the YMCA in here. I don't know why. It smells like the YMCA. It smells pretty good. Well, I'm gonna go. Praise God, praise Jesus. This is John. The lady just is texting on the line. She's getting me